Well, Ray, thank you.
Yeah,
welcome.
It's good to be here. Yeah, finally, we've been threatening to do this forever, so we finally made it. You know.
Yeah. It's been a while. I haven't seen you since pre-pandemic days.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course you've been super busy. We're gonna talk about this here on Twitch, and I think this is your first Twitch. Have you done any Twitch live streaming on
Twitch? No.
Yeah. So it's part of Amazon.
It's Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
Twitch. I don't know anything about Twitch, but I may have to get a show on Twitch after you show me how this goes.
But yeah, welcome. Today is actually a special day because you have a movie out today, right?
Yes.
Officially
who are you gonna call?
On digital. Who are you gonna call? And we're gonna go to the party, the launch screening tonight too. Yeah. I'm super excited for that. But of course, we don't want to give away the movie to the fans, but hey, you guys check out, we have a link there. It's out on digital today. There's a link there, you can watch it in different platforms. It's out on Sony. I gotta ask you, how did it happen? How did you end up making, doing a movie like this about your documentary, about yourself?
Well, this crazy guy named Fran Strine, who's a director, did this movie called Hired Gun. He had a bunch of musicians in it, and I just had an itty bitty little clip in it. But when he was promoting the movie, he wanted me to come to some of the spots if I had time. I was like, yeah, I ain't doing nothing. I'll go to Australia or I'll go to, Nashville or wherever to go. And so we just started talking on the plane. And, he didn't really know my story or much about me. And, when you're talking, we were just casually talking, a conversation, and more came up. And he asked more questions and I answered more answers. And next thing I know, he thought filming me was a good idea. I thought that was a little bit crazy too. It's like, me in a movie? I mean, okay, well, I'm an okay kind of guy. I like to see myself on the big screen and big thing, but what are we gonna do here, And so he came up with the concept for all the different stuff. And, me being a record producer, I thought to myself, I want to do this film the same way I would do a record. People hire me to produce their record. I wish they shut up. And I said, well, okay, Ray, if you really feel like that, then you should shut up and let him produce the film, which I did. And I gave all the assistance I could, but I did not interfere with the making of the film. I didn't suggest we should go here or we should do this or we should shoot it like this. And I think it turned out really, really good. Really nice. Seems to be very entertaining to the general public, which if I did the film myself, I don't know if it would have been as entertaining to just the general public. I might have put too much musical technology stuff in it. Mm-hmm. But it came out really, really nice. I'm very, very proud of it. And like you said, it comes out today.
Super cool. I'm going to go back a little bit to introduce you to the audience better, in case they're not too familiar with your work. Of course, they know Ghostbusters.
I'm the guy that came up with the line, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
Everyone knows this song, literally worldwide, right? And before that, you did work with Stevie Wonder and plenty of other artists. You have like a multi-platinum albums and stuff like that. You literally don't need to work these days. I mean, you're pretty much chilling before this album was being done. Or what were you doing? Were you working on music?
First of all, I never stopped working, and I'm not gonna call it working. I never stopped playing, and I'm in the same business you are, and I think we're amongst the most blessed people in the world because we play, and people pay us to play. We can't tell them that we would do it for free, but we really would do it for free, So I think it's the most wonderful job in the world. So I did it when somebody said, well, when do you retire? I don't think I ever retire. It's not really about money. All musicians are hoping that we can make enough money to keep playing music. But after that, we're happy. I mean, we all would like a bigger car, a bigger house, but it's not as important as the ability to play music and the gift that you're given, share with the rest of the world your music. So I just love playing music. I'm trying to finish a record now. I got to sing 2.5 more songs. It's taking me months to finish. And the only thing I can say is when you get older, it takes longer to finish it for some reason. As fast as you were when I was 20, I'd have the whole album done. And so yeah, I'm just playing music and having fun. I try to stay away from other business things. Like one point, I had apartment buildings and medical buildings. I was doing other businesses, and I didn't enjoy them. It wasn't that I wasn't making money. I just didn't enjoy it. I want to play music. I want to have fun, and that's my dream. So at this point in my life, all I do is play music. There's no other business I'm in except playing.
Oh, very, very nice. Do you feel like now it's taking longer because you're wiser and it's harder to get something that you're happy with, or more time, more relaxed?
I think both. It's a little bit, I'm wiser and it's more happy. I mean, it takes me more time to find out what I want. I don't know if that's good or not. Maybe it's just better to just throw it out there, and the earlier stuff felt better. But I think it's just the distractions of life. And I have 4 sons. You get married, your wife takes time, your sons take time. And what women don't understand is when they come in and say, honey, dinner's ready, they're not setting you back the time for dinner. They can move you back 10 hours. It may have taken you 5 hours of sitting here thinking to get to that one position to come up with something creative. Then she comes in, honey, dinner's ready. It's like, I appreciate you cooking me dinner, but you just interrupted a thought pattern that I had that I may or may not ever get to again. I think that all of the above, the kids, the life, the new lifestyle, the new responsibilities, your wife, I think all of that just makes you slow down.
Yeah, I feel like, when I was like, I guess in my 20s, you think you kind of be a know-it-all, you get some success, you think you know something. Now it's like, I had no clue back then. It's like, and now I look at it, people that put their children through college, I mean, that is just extreme sport.
Oh,
right?
it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. You look at what it costs. Like, everybody says, oh, I'm going to have a son or I'm going to have a daughter. But they don't really know what that's about. And it's not just the money, which is astronomical, right? The private school to this, to buy more of this. But how about the time consumption? Time of it. The kid wants all of your time. And you're like, yeah, but my guitar, well, the guitar's going to have to wait a little bit, It's going to suffer a little bit. So I think all of the things in life that come as you get older slow you down.
Does it slow you down, or you think it kind of change your outlook on the approach of the music?
Well, that too, but I think all the other things is what really slows you down. I mean, when I was 20, I would have figured all these things out, boom, 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 boom. But I didn't have to take a shower. I didn't have to do anything. I just sit there until I finished the song, And that's gone. That's never coming back.
Now the world, right, in music got more competition, I think, in the entertainment area. Now there's more distraction. You got your new phone. Yeah, there's new phone, there's new stuff as well. Everyone, there's more equipment you can buy.
Yes.
Do you feel like those distraction matters, or you think some of the musical, if they want to go somewhere, they're just going to go. They don't care what's around it.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting today, like people ask me, is it easier to be successful today, or was it easier in the past? I think it's easier today.
Interesting.
Because when I grew up, the first thing you had to do is figure out where to get $150 an hour for studio time, and you needed like $20,000 to cut a demo tape, which in those days, 20 grand is like 100 grand now. So if you didn't have 100 grand, not only were you not going to cut a hit, we weren't even going to hear what you were doing. So at least now you got all this modern equipment where you can come in and at least put it down or put the idea down or even put a demo tape down. Now you can make the whole record. And so, yes, there's more people making music, because there's more opportunities. But the people who are really, really talented seem to come through at some point. Now they have the ability and they can financially afford to make the record. Whereas when I grew up, you didn't pull off some really, really great business tricks, we were never going to hear your demo tape.
Yeah, and the social media aspect, right?
Yeah, there was no social media. You had to go out in the street and perform. So it was just all of that. It was just so cost expensive that only a select group of people were going to get their music heard.
Yeah, it's looked like, I guess, you're just busy all the time as a musician. You want to break through. You're either going to run, go to gigs, you got to find people, chat to people, hang out, make that time. Or now you have to sit on your phone.
Yeah, you sit on the phone.
You screw that away.
Now your butt hurts because your legs the blood's not circulating through your legs because you're sitting too long looking at TV.
I mean, now I think, I don't know how you feel about this in terms of moving to doing your movie. Do you feel like you couldn't have done that years ago? How do you feel about that?
Some of the movies we couldn't have done years ago because I wouldn't have been what they call a legend, which I think is the word for old, another word for old back then. So to be able to talk about the history, first you got to have some history, So maybe they could have done it, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, but it's probably more interesting today because I'm a little bit wiser, when you speak to me, or I look a little bit older, so it has more merit when you talk about things from that date and time, Like, for instance, if you was to interview Justin Bieber now and you was doing a documentary, it'd be like, he's still going, he just got started, he's still young. So I think it's something about being older. You've experienced more. You've been around more time. Sometimes people start talking about all the things I did, and I'd be like, "Who's the old guy they talking about? What's going on? Oh, that's me. Oh, okay, that might be me. So it's fun though. I think we're in a good space, good time.
Yeah, I feel like doing this movie kind of push you back into the spotlight a little bit.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
Like no one really stopped making.
Yeah.
We were once pro, we never really
stopped. Yeah, exactly.
I guess the music scene kind of come around in circle where they pick you up on the way or they don't pick you up.
Yeah, sometimes you're more active in life than other times. And who knows why, Like you got young kids now, you'll find out some real different stuff coming up soon. You'd be like, I haven't played my guitar in a month, I'm sitting with the kid holding the baby. And wait till they start doing sports and other stuff and you got to be at all the tennis matches, all the baseball games. It's pretty time consuming.
So how did you balance between, the family life? Mm-hmm. This is a real answer for me to know too.
Yeah.
And doing your work. Because
From
what I understand with my little knowledge of having kids, having one child.
Yeah.
The more time you put in, the more they like you.
Yes.
They don't care you're making money for them.
No. They don't care nothing about that. No, that's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And you will have dinner ready, and we don't care how much it costs. Just you responsible. Make sure we have steak on the table. That's all.
Yeah.
So that part is really, really interesting. At those times, especially when the kids get older, the music is going to suffer a little bit. Just can't. You're going to look at your daughter's face, look at your son's face. There's no way you can say no. You just can't say no. I mean, it's got to go on. Daddy, you got to come to my baseball game. You're like, I'm in the middle of cutting the groove, but you got to go. You got to go spend that time with him and take him on trips, take him to the beach, because they only get to do it once. So it's hard to really balance your life with music and the new life that you. It's one of those things you got to figure out. How much music do I play before my wife and kid get upset? Then you go over there and do that. Then you go back and play, and you'll find a happy medium. It'll work.
Did you have any kids when the huge Ghostbuster hit?
No. Most of my, and that's the other thing too. And I was referring to that earlier. All of my hit career was 0 to 28, and I was fast. I mean, fast. I could cut the whole album in a few months and just get it all done, stay there and do that. And then once you have kids and a wife, it just slows down.
I don't know if you hear, a lot of musicians these days, you hear that touring is not the money, right?
Yeah.
Now it's the money maker.
Yeah.
And I can say myself in what we do here, the most expensive thing we do at the beginning is making the album. People don't buy albums as they used to. The streaming numbers, it's more like a bargaining tool to help people use the tool.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get a good slot for shows and festivals. But a lot of the bands have the tool to make money. It's kind of I feel like it's a bit of a hamster wheel kind of because the cost of touring costs even more.
Oh, yeah.
200,000
Exactly. Look at the plane tickets now.
Yeah.
Geez, I'm going to do a concert in a couple of weeks, and I'm like, how much money to get from here to there? Coach? I mean, just buying it for the band members. I got to buy like 8 tickets, and it's expensive. It's like almost doubled.
Yeah, running a small business becomes more difficult.
If I'd known that, I might not have taken the gig 3-4 months ago.
Yeah, I took some gigs. The deal was done pre-pandemic.
That's what I'm saying.
It's happening now, Nick, this year.
Yeah. So the new prices, what about the new price? What about my share of the money? I got to pay everybody in the new airplane ticket price and the hotel bills. Stuff has gone really up high.
So on this channel, on my Twitch channel, we talk a lot about music businesses. And I know you're very wise, very smart with how to manage self.
It comes from years of making mistakes.
Is this where it comes from? When do you feel like you really got a grip together in terms of music business? Like, okay, I made this mistakes. That guy gotta go. That guy gotta go. I'm gonna put this together better. Is there any time?
Yeah. Believe it, for me, it was really at like age 20. I had messed. Well, I made a mess of things in 18. Most people weren't even in the music business, but I did a mess of things in 18, 19. Didn't go so well. Or early 20. I had written song, won the Grammy, and didn't get any writers on the song. But fortunately for me, I met a great lawyer. Me and him came up together. He became a famous lawyer. I became a musician, famous from all the work that he helped me with. And so in my 20s, I pretty much had it together, and that's where I made most of my money. But even then, I didn't know as much about stock markets and certain investments and other things. I could have quadrupled my money or made a whole bunch more easily, buying maybe a couple of less cars and more investments and more other stuff. I mean, when you're younger, you want to do some crazy stuff and have a good time, which I don't regret because you only live once. So those parts of my life were fun. But I was very blessed to have a good team of people with me through my 20s.
Yeah, it is. When you learn to do music, I feel like a lot of people, at least for me, when I do music, I don't want to talk about business right now. My brain
no, of course not.
Cannot think about it.
No.
Even the simple decisions that I don't know, I got to think about it.
Exactly.
And then when I do business, I do not want to pick up the guitar and record something.
Right.
It's like, or even producing. I feel like producing, you're there mixing, recording. I don't want to pick up a guitar. It's horrible. It's like stressful.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same on that one?
Yeah. In fact, I'm worse than you. I don't want to produce at all. I just don't like the job at all. But I love writing the songs. I love playing the music. But when I go into the business mode, that's to me something totally different. In fact, I do it on 2 different computers. I don't even put the business program on my computer.
This movie, it's taken a quite long time to do, right? I remember
Believe it or not, it didn't take long to do. It's taken us long to get it out. And we finished it in like a little over a year. And then we were going to have a premiere. And that's the day that the world changed and the virus came out. So the virus has just moved it back 2 years. We actually sold this to Sony, believe it or not, almost 2 years ago. It's been that long. Yeah, I mean, a couple of more months, it'll be a total of 2 years sitting in the can.
Wow. What have you learned? What's something that you feel like, wow, I had no idea, and you really happy that you learned getting into this?
Well, I'm not going to say about the movie business. Making of the movie, I had fun looking at my friends talking about me and seeing how they felt. And how about them even participating for free or just stepping in and donating their time? What did I learn about the film business? Probably absolutely nothing. I don't want to make films. I mean, I'm not a film director. You know, I let Fran do it. I mean, the only thing I learned about the making of this film is I don't want to make films.
Yeah.
It's way too, I mean, when we play music, we control the song, we can get it down, we can make it go like this. In the film business, there's way too many things out of your control that you don't control. And all of these pieces of the puzzle have to come together. And it's just way too many pieces for you to be successful. It's like if one thing goes wrong, you got to switch everything around. And I don't really like that. I don't like being that far out of control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and serious investment, right?
It's a lot of money going on. And it's you got to license all the songs, and they all got different publishers and different writers, where you can use it here and how long you can use it here, and did you get permission to use it in the trailer, and or can you edit this? What is one so-and-so says when he speaks? What part of the film does he own, or what do you have to do to get him to okay his license? It's way too much trouble. It's not anything I really want to do.
Yeah, that's hard work, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's not any fun.
The lawyer was busy on that one.
Yeah, that's no fun. It's just not fun.
Yeah, cool. What kind of guitars you play? I've been to Ray's studio.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of guitars on there. Well, what's
as many as you got.
What kind of what's some of your your go-to guitars?
My go-to guitar right now is going to be a Telecaster. That's the LSL Telecaster because I like the way he builds necks. And it's not so much that I'm in love with the Telecaster. I think it's it's just if I'm on stage, it's a lighter guitar and I can hold it now. I used to play a Les Paul all the time or a 335. It's just too heavy now. If I'm doing 2 shows in one night, I can't hold the guitar. Yeah. My arm starts to hurt because I'm older. When I was 20, I could play any guitar. I'd take a big jazz L5 and hold it all night long. But I mean, if I had to hold an L5 on stage standing up, I don't know how long I'd make it, man. So the Telecaster it's really lightweight, and I can play it and not wear myself out. But I have a lot of guitars. I got Martin guitars, Taylor, Breedlove. I like the Gibson guitars, the Fender guitars, Ibanez guitars. I mean, there's a lot of good products out there. I like the PSR guitars. So it's hard to pick one. And each one is different for a different sound or a different song. Mm-hmm. Even if it's both Fender guitars, like the Stratocaster I use for this. But I mean, I would play the Telecaster for something different, depending on what I want. And then I hate to admit it, but a lot of times it's like, which guitar is the closest? So I don't have to get up and walk and get one. Sometimes I'll just grab the closest guitar, and if you start writing a song on that guitar, then you're used to that sound. You want to just use that one because that's what you wrote it on. So that's where your imagination. So yeah, the guitars are like that. I see people when they buy spend $100,000 on the guitar. I tell everybody it doesn't play any better, y'all. You know what I mean? Guitars are somewhere, in my opinion, somewhere in that $1,700, $2,000 range. You get the nice neck, you get the best wood, you get the best sound. And anything past that is really just kind of an overkill. Not gonna sound any better. If you get down way under that, then it can start playing, the neck will play out of tune, a buzz or something will happen. But somewhere right around seems to be $1,700 to $2,000. Right, that's the sweet spot. You can get a really high-end guitar. It's gonna play. After that, it's up to you to make it.
Do you actually buy any more guitars, or they all been around sitting for a long time? Those buy a long time.
Oh yeah. That's a bad habit. And I'm gonna tell you why. I feel guilty. When I was a kid, I shoveled snow, scraped and scrapped to get the down payment, my first 335, and then my dad helped me with it and all. And I wonder how many kids are out there scraping, trying to get their first guitar. And then I'm sitting here with 1,000 guitars. There's something wrong with that. And it's like, well, when did you play that one? 10 years ago? I mean, it's something, I haven't quite found a happy medium because I like guitars. And I like to collect them in my case. But somehow I'm trying to find a happy medium. Which guitars stay here? Which guitars do I give back to the new Ray Parker Jr.? Yeah. I feel guilty throwing the ones here unless I give some over here. So it's got to be both sides. You know, I don't want to give away all my guitars. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't want them all to be over there either. Some have to be here, but some I think got to go there in my mind, for me to feel good about leaving some over there.
So just so you know, I'm not a hoarder or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not hoarding guitars.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Actually, I have all these just like, they're like different tools for the job, right? So I'm learning the construction of how they work and how the tone
great.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like my thing is like, you know what, you can't build a guitar if you haven't played about
If
4
you don't know what it is,
Yeah, so I do that.
I had a thing 2 years ago that was really nice. And I got these investors together and we gave away 1,000 guitars.
Wow.
The needy kids, we gave away 1,000 guitars. That felt good. Be involved in that.
That's super.
Yeah.
Being into guitars, me and you, we both like guitars. We also like cars, right?
Oh, I love cars.
You said you didn't have room to put a guitar in your car today, right? Or
Yeah.
What car did you come up with?
That's because I'm driving a Porsche Targa 4S.
Oh, you still got the Targa 4S. Nice.
Oh, yeah, but it's funny you should mention that. Keep talking.
Yeah. Is that
I'm going to show you something.
Is that a newer one or the one from a few years ago?
No, that's the one you saw. It's the chalk one. Was it chalk color or was it black? I think the one you were in my house was black with red
black
seats.
One.
Yeah. I got a chalk one now. I'll show you a picture of it.
So guys in chat, me and Ray both are into Porsches.
Yeah, we love Porsches. That one.
Oh, I haven't seen this one.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Oh, nice.
Since I've seen you, I moved up north, Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
So this is the other Porsche.
Oh, nice. That's the new 992 model. What have they called
Turbo
it?
S.
Turbo S. All right. Oh yeah, 992 Turbo S. There you go, guys.
2.2 seconds. Yeah, this is rocket ship. So that's what I'm driving when I go home. And this is what I'm driving when I'm at the summer place down here.
Woo!
So the music business has been good to me. Was John? What's the name of the guitar player? Life's been good to me so far.
And you told me you used to have like the old turbo, right?
Yeah.
Old one, the dangerous one.
Yeah, I wish I kept it. I sold that to a friend, and I think he sold it a few years ago for like $180,000. 1983 Porsche. Jeez. So the ones I have now, I think I'm going to keep. If I buy another, I'm just going to keep these.
I have a new one on order now. I have the new GT.
Oh, you're going way up there.
So
I step it up, yeah.
You know, but the reason I got that one, you appreciate it. I got this at list price.
That's already appreciated.
Yeah.
I paid 40 over sticker, and the other ones I looked at were 90 over sticker.
These ones are going 100 to 150 over.
Yeah. So 40 over sticker was the deal. That was thank you.
You're Ray Parker Jr.
Yeah, I couldn't get on the VIP. I was always on the VIP list in Germany for Porsche, but that's full. I missed it. So I have to wait till like a year and a half, 2 years. I don't want to wait 2 years. I want my car now. Yeah.
Oh my God. So if you can't get on the list, what's the chance of me getting on the list?
Yeah, well, you better try now. Yeah. But if you get a GT3 at list price, you can drive it and sell it later. You can do whatever you want.
That's the point.
Oh, that's absolutely a gift.
Way more fun, you know? You get double the fun.
That's right,
depreciating the car.
Yeah. That's like the track version of my car. My car is supposed to have a bigger engine, a little faster. Yours turns the corners and does all the other stuff. Makes the growl noise with the tailpiece. But I tell you, I love this car. I just got it a week ago. So I've only driven it 2 or 3 days, then I had to leave town. But boy, it feels like it's out of control. Like when I mash down, it feels like I don't know what I'm doing. I got to slow it. I take your foot off the gas, 2.2 seconds, that's pretty fast.
That's faster than you still have the Tesla?
Yeah, that's faster than the Tesla. It won't be faster than the new Tesla comes out, but right now it's faster than it. But it's lightning fast. You hit it. You better be ready. You got to hold it's going, yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, awesome! You got that one. I just can't believe even you had to pay over 40. What a bummer.
Yeah, I thought about it too late. Only like 2 months ago, and I wanted a car, and I was looking all over the United States for a car. And people were. It was an interesting story. People were calling dealerships. I was calling around, and every car I found it was 80, 90. I'm not paying $100,000 over sticker. And my son deals in cars in Vegas, so he said, "Dad, you're gonna have to pay 50 over." So I found a dealership where I had bought a few cars from here. They were gonna give me an order placement spot for 40 over, the lowest I found. I called everybody, I couldn't find it. And then the guy had a car that came in, said it was going to Detroit, of all places where I'm from. It fell out of escrow. Told me, just come look at this car so you'll know what to order on your car. Wouldn't you know, I went there and the car was the right color I wanted. It was everything that I had spec'd out on my sheet was on this car. Except a couple of items that I had them put on later. And I went and got, you gotta be kidding me, out of all the orders of cars, that was the right color. That's the color I was ordering. I ended up buying that car and I just got it immediately. I looked at it one day, I bought it the next day. That was the end of that.
Wow, that was like luck, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it was like, I'll pay it for it.
You're still kind of annoyed, right? Like,
of course I'm annoyed.
I
yeah,
know,
absolutely.
You know what?
I'm annoyed. Yeah. How about this? It's not even. It's not like I don't have any money. I'm just annoyed. I don't like. For 90, I told the guy for 90 I can't drive. I said it'll be a dildo in the car I'm sitting on every time I get in the car. I won't enjoy driving the car.
Yeah,
I'll feel the dildo up my butt instead of driving the car. I don't want to drive it.
A friend told me in San Diego there was a GT3, a brand new one. Someone fell out and didn't buy it. Like paint to sample. They put 150 over list.
Oh yeah, that's just you won't have any fun
I
in
said,
the car.
You gotta fuck you money and you gotta be stupid.
Yeah.
And someone bought it.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it's just crazy.
I'm glad you're happy with your purchase. So
oh yeah. It's really.
That's the main thing. Cool. Well, I think we had an awesome, fun little chat here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you play the guitar. You know why? You gotta be in the zone, right? You gotta be chatting and playing guitar. That's kind of difficult. Yeah, I usually make people suffer and we jam out, but I think like...
Well, all that means is you have to have me back as a guest again.
Yeah.
Which I think should happen anyway.
Yeah, well, we do more music.
Yeah. Then we'll do it again.
And everyone would have seen the movie by then. Everybody, click on that link. There's a link there on the channel, or just Google it. You guys know what to do with it. The brand new movie, Who You Gonna Call?
Yeah.
Ray Parker Jr.'s documentary. Go check it out. I'm gonna go watch it on the big screen tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun tonight.
And you're gonna be performing?
Well, that's what it says, but I'm just gonna play. I don't know what I'm performing. I don't have no clue. I'll just play I'll just noodle, I'll noodle around. I think Steve wants more. He said he's gonna have 2 or 3 guitars. He just wants everybody to get up and jam. So you can play with me. We'll just jam,
All right.
I'll play rhythm and blues, acoustic guitar. You can shred over the top.
Sounds
good. But they just want us to hang out. Paul Jackson is coming. I don't know who else is coming. He's like one of all these guitar players, but he told me at the last minute. I didn't even get his address till this morning. I said, I can't invite all my friends at the last minute. I didn't even know this was going on,
Awesome. Super cool. Well, we're going to let Ray go because he's got a busy day here. And congratulations on the launch.
Thank you.
It took quite a few years of